welcome to this amazing live today. I know we've got quite a few people who are joining who have been with us inside the retreat this week. I spotted a few familiar faces, so that is really cool. So would you like to introduce yourself, let everyone know who you are, what you do, and how you help people?
Oh, of course, thank you. So I am Gemma Holmes, the peer coach, and I work with overwhelmed and underconfident leaders and business owners who are frankly done with self-doubt getting in the way of them making a real impact. And so I work with them over 12 weeks to develop career confidence, level-headed leadership, and mindset mastery.
Oh, that was fabulous. Amazing introduction. So,
it helps when I've worked with you guys for 5 months.
Well, there we go. So I was just going to say, let's just cast our mind back, take a trip down memory lane and think about where you were in your business before you joined the social cactus world. So that was, can you believe that was September that we actually started, like to when we had the free event that we did and you joined that. And then obviously you joined the program in October. It blows my mind to think that was that long ago.
Yeah, same.
But can you just explain like what was going on for you at that time? Where were you in your business then?
I was in a place where I always loved what I do and I love the one-to-one work with clients, but I was really struggling with the business building side of things because it's just something you're never trained in. And I think when I first trained as a therapist and as a coach, I genuinely thought I could be employed in this sort of work. It hadn't even crossed my mind that I needed to run a business to be able to do it. And I muddled through for years doing my best. I think it didn't help that I had a 15-year career in marketing. So I kind of fooled myself into believing that I knew enough about business building through that. Turns out very different.
Yes,
when it's your own business.
Same.
And I think I was just getting to the point where I felt really torn because I just feel so passionate about the work I do, and the results have always been wonderful because I really believe in the method, but it just felt too hard. And I just was getting to the point where I thought, can I keep doing this? Can I keep giving so much of myself and it not consistently feeling like I was in flow and feeling like the business was working? And so I'd kind of said to myself, look, you've got this year, Gemma. I'd come back from maternity leave and I was like, right, you need to make this happen now. This has to work. And if nothing changes, nothing will change. So I was more open-minded than ever before to invest in myself, invest in my business. And I needed help because I didn't want to stop doing what I was doing, but it just felt too hard.
Yes. So you joined the free event that we did last year. So we've just ran another version of that this week, which is so exciting. Perfect timing. What was it for you that made you think this is the right program for me? Like, I really want to join Launch to Freedom. Like, I believe this is the next step for me.
I think I knew that I didn't want another quick fix. I'd had business mentors before. I'd done various different trainings on different things, and none of them had really made the difference that I needed. And I think it was a coach that I really respected who referenced on her Instagram that she'd worked with you, that I was like, oh, I need to check out what you guys are doing. And it was a combination, I think, of the energy of you and Chris in that event was amazing. The amount of value you gave in a free experience made me think, well, if that's the free experience, my God, what could you do inside a 6-month paid experience with you? And it was the very holistic nature of the program that really appealed. I loved that you had regular sessions. I'm still employed. I work for a charity half of the week, and I was thinking, how am I going to make it work? I loved that you had 3 opportunities to meet you guys each week, that you had the specialists in the different areas, that there was a self-study element to it. That appealed to me, so I could draw on that as and when I wanted and needed to. And it just felt like there was the structure and the framework and the accountability that I needed to really make a difference. And I think the thing that made me finally kind of make the decision was when Chris said, well, what would happen if you didn't do this? And that for me was really like, yeah, if I don't do this, I'll probably be in the same place in a year's time. and I'd be gutted to not be able to support people doing my therapy and coaching because I found the business stuff too hard.
Yeah.
So that was like, I can't serve people in the way I want to if I don't get this sorted.
Yeah. You actually signed up on the final day of the event, like whilst it was still on the call, you signed up.
I know, which is so unlike me as well. That's not, I'm very much a thinker of these things. This was like a whole nother level of, I'd never invested in myself, my business like that before, which just shows how much of an amazing job you've done of making me feel like you were what I needed. And I just knew I couldn't afford to not do it.
Oh, brilliant. Well, you've talked through quite a lot of what is already in the program, but I guess I'm wondering what for you is the best part of Launch to Freedom? Because like you've said, there's so many elements to it. It's a very holistic program. We have given you literally everything you could possibly need to grow your business and be signing consistent clients. But what is it for you specifically that you love the most about Launch to Freedom?
You know, it's almost the bit that I didn't think it would be for me. The amount of foundation building work that's built into the program, I kind of, again, you know, slap myself on the wrist now, was a bit like, I know who my dream clients are and I know how to position it. And I've got a background in comms, so we'll get through those modules quickly. And the reality was those made probably the biggest difference to me. Like, I feel now almost like there's this magnetic energy that I am attracting the people into my world that I always dreamt of. And in a weird way, almost like the application forms they're filling in are pretty much word for word what I put in my workbooks in the early modules with you guys. And I think that getting real laser focus on who do you want to work with? Who do you most help? Where are your superpowers? All of the kind of foundation level stuff made such a huge difference to everything else afterwards, having the impact that it had. So I really thought it would be the kind of business strategy, funnels type stuff, which has been amazing. But I think without doing the real foundation stuff first, that wouldn't have had the same impact.
Yeah. It's such a valid point, and something that, well, Chris has been having lots of calls with people over the past few weeks, and that is something that keeps coming up for so many people. They're getting stuck on the niche or who they help, or they think they know who it is, but then when he's doing a little bit more digging, they're not that clear at all. And if you're not clear on who you help, how can you put together a program that's going to help that person? How can you put together all of your messaging and marketing to bring those people in if you don't even know really who they are or what it is that they need? So I think, you know, it sounds like a very basic thing to master, but you're going to need those skills all the way through your business. As you start to develop new programs, you've got to keep coming back to those foundations. And I think we really wanted to get those in there in the earlier modules so that if you are, like you said, quite clear and confident in who that is, that's perfect. But actually what you're probably going to find is you're not that clear. It's going to help you to get a lot more clear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then I have to say all of the automation stuff has been brilliant because I'd never automated anything in my life before, and having Darren's magic to work out how to just, as I say, make the business stuff just easier so that you can focus on what your superpowers and special skills are and let the other stuff kind of sort itself out. So yeah, the combination of that's been wonderful.
Amazing. So would you like to share some of the wins and the results and things that have happened for you over the past 5 months? Because you've been on a really incredible journey. You've done so much. You've had lots of opportunities come your way. Like, what are some of the standout things that you're really proud of that you've achieved inside this program so far? It's not over yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I ran a masterclass, a Calm the Critic masterclass last Monday, I think it was. And that was a wonderful evening because I had over 65 people sign up to that, and just being able to attract that many people into my world because the messaging and everything you'd supported with was really resonated with them. That was such an exciting evening to have that many people say, I want to come and I want to hear what you have to say, and the feedback and the engagement with that was amazing. So that was a real highlight, having that my first sort of big online launch event that felt really good. So that was a really exciting moment. And the conversations I've been having with people through throughout the journey really, but particularly recently, have just been so, I feel like I'm in flow with my business more than ever before. And so the conversations are so exciting because they're people I know I can help. I've got 3 amazing ladies already in my new program, and 3, maybe 4 that I feel quite confident are going to join pretty soon. And so to just have that, the momentum has been the most, yeah, amazing part of it all, really.
I love that. And what was really amazing is we kept opening up the Facebook group and seeing like, oh, Gemma signed another client. Oh, Gemma signed another client. Like they're just flowing at the minute, aren't they? It's fantastic.
And it's such a lot. That's what's really nice about having that group as well. You've got the accountability, but you've also got your cheerleaders, because you can feel quite lonely and isolated as a business owner. And actually having that group of people to celebrate with you is lovely.
And you've been invited to do like speaking events. You did one this week as well, didn't you? Which is fantastic.
Yes, and I think that's been really interesting, that although a lot of the sort of marketing skills that I picked up through the program focus on online, I've been able to apply those to my local marketing as well. So that's opened up doors for local events. And then somebody who attended the masterclass has invited me to potentially speak at their big national conference with hundreds of people. And so it's sort of just, it feels like it's opening doors for local opportunities, online opportunities, and bigger engagements as well. So yeah, really exciting.
That is one of the reasons why I love launching, because not only does it help you to sign clients and obviously grow your business that way, but it really puts you on the map.
Yeah.
And it helps to be seen as that expert, as the authority, as that go-to leader in whatever it is that you do. And I think you've proven that as well. Like even with the marketing and messaging you've been putting out there, it's been bringing in the right people and the right opportunities, both online and offline as well. So I think that's wonderful.
Wow. Thanks to you guys. It's all thanks to you guys.
Amazing. So what do you think might have happened if you hadn't joined Launch to Freedom? I love to ask this question because it really helps people who might be considering joining be like, God, yeah, like that could happen to me if I don't decide to do something and invest in myself and invest in my business.
I think I would have been at risk of getting to the end of this year and thinking, can I keep doing this, because it all just felt too hard. And I think I'd have run the risk of saying, okay, maybe running a business isn't for me. And that would have been heartbreaking, because I really believe in what I do, and I love nothing more than helping people with their confidence. And it would have been a real shame if the business element had meant that I had stopped helping and supporting people in that way. So yeah, it would have been a risk of, can I keep doing it? And I'd have probably continued to invest here and there in little pockets of quick fixes that never actually add up to anything, and been in the same place 12 months later.
Yeah. And what would you say to someone who's potentially thinking about joining, or they're on the fence, but they're just a little bit hesitant? Maybe the investment feels quite scary, because it is an investment of both time and finances. And, you know, we do go all in and we do really support you in helping you to take that action. What would you say to someone who's considering it, but just a little bit nervous?
Do it. Push through the fear and do it anyway, I would say. Yeah, it's an investment. As I said, it was the biggest investment I'd ever made, so I didn't take the decision lightly. But I think you need to be ready to put in the work. You know, you guys give so much, but you still need us to actually put in the work and do the modules and make the time. So you need to be prepared to sit and do the trainings and do the worksheets and take it seriously, because it's not a magic pill. This is a formula that can massively make a huge difference in your business if you're prepared to go all in as well. So I would say that if you have an inkling that this is what you need, do it and go wholeheartedly into it. And then that's where the main transformations happen. And what's nice is it is flexible. Although there is a lot to do, I'm employed 2.5 days a week. I'm busy seeing clients as well. So you can dip into modules here and there, do some, you know, in times that suit you. So it's an intense program in that there is a huge amount of support, but you can choose how much and when you choose to use it.
Yeah, and that's a very big reason why we made it so flexible. Like, we appreciate a lot of people are balancing between having a full-time job or even a part-time job, or they've got a lot of things going on in their life, and we knew that just having maybe one call a week is not going to work for everybody. And the reason why we've put on 3 calls a week is because we want the calls to be quite intimate, so people do really get that support that they need to make progress and to take action and to get those results. So how would you say you feel now? Now you've got this strategy, now you've got this process, because the program's going to be ending for you next month. Oh, I'm so sad. But how do you feel you've got this process now and you can rinse and repeat this over and over again?
I think that's what's really exciting, is that this is just the start almost, that I've got the skill set now and the learning and I can rewatch modules if I need to, and I'm excited. I'm already thinking about what my next event will be and how my launches will look in the future. And so I'm just excited to keep using it and keep trying it. And I know we've got our group now that will continue to support each other. But I'll definitely be watching back through the modules and revising and as and when the time comes, dipping into the relevant pieces. But yeah, I'm excited to use it again and to, you learn so much from your first launch. It's certainly not been all smooth sailing. And so doing the kind of the debrief and the what would I do differently and how can I tweak it to make it work better next time is exciting. Whereas before this, I think I'd have been like, oh, I'm going to throw in the towel. It's too hard.
Yeah. Amazing. And it is lifetime access, and every time we update the program, because launches are forever changing, marketing is forever changing, business is forever changing, we're going to keep adapting that program, updating it as we go along as well, and you're going to get updates for life for that. And when you join the Cactus family, we always say you're in it for life. We're always going to be checking in on you and seeing how you're doing and following your progress. So we're just so excited for you, because like you said, it feels like it's the start now. You've got this process that you can go out there and continue to launch new offers, create new offers, launch new offers, and just continue to grow from there. So it's absolutely fantastic.
I'm just so grateful for you guys. Honestly, it's been life-changing and game-changing for my business. I dread to think what would have happened if I hadn't worked with you. And you're just such lovely people as well. I'm going to miss you guys being on my screen every week. So thank you for everything.
Thank you. I'm just wondering if anyone is watching this right now and they're thinking about joining and they've got some questions, would you be open for people popping into your DMs if they've got any questions about?
Of course. Absolutely. And it's we'll start a little voice note tennis. You'll have to shut me up because I will just rave about you for minutes and minutes. But happy for people to get in touch.
Brilliant, because I know for me, if I'm going to make a big investment, sometimes I just want to have a chat with someone who's done it before, just to get a feel for it. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for offering to do that. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Do you want to just share what you've got going on right now? Because I know that you are in the middle of something very exciting.
Yes, so I've launched my new 12-week program, which is called the Confidence Quarter, and it's a 12-week one-to-one online coaching program, and it's really to take people from that place of feeling very overwhelmed, really overworking and underconfident, to a place where they feel really tuned into their self-worth, where they finally do themselves justice. And over the 12 weeks, I'm helping people in quite a 360 way. And I think that's why I'm so grateful that you guys have helped me to develop a program that feels the most valuable thing I could have offered people, which is where we will go back and resolve any confidence blockers and challenges from the past, help people upskill with all of their confident tools and techniques in the present, and then coach and guide them towards a place where they feel they are doing themselves justice and they've got the authentic confidence that they need. And so it's a 12-week one-to-one program. But the early bird doors are closing on Sunday, which feels like it's just come around so fast. But that's very exciting. So yes, I'm officially in that launch phase at the moment. But yes, the early bird doors close at the end of this week.
Fantastic. Well, it's been absolutely incredible to support you through that whole creation phase and the launch phase. And it's actually happening right now. Like, all the work we've done has been leading to this point, which is just so awesome. So if anyone is feeling is resonating what Gemma has said, go and check her out. And if you are looking for some support in your business, in growing your business, getting more clients coming through, and just having a lot more fun in your business, then we are going to be opening the doors publicly to Launch to Freedom on Tuesday. We have opened the doors privately to the people who joined the Freedom Method retreat that we just wrapped up yesterday. But if you do want a little bit more information, like Gemma said, you can DM her and ask her any questions. You can also DM me. I will send you the information early if you do want to find out more. And one last thing, we are going to be doing a completely free masterclass this coming Tuesday called Launch Your Way to Freedom, where we'll be showing you how to launch an offer that sells in just a 60-minute masterclass. So come along to that. The link is in my bio. But Gemma, thank you so much for spending your time with me today.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And I will speak to you very soon.